Well, good evening, lovely ladies and gentlemen. It's been a minute since I've seen you. I hope you've enjoyed the videos that I've reposted. Steve Collins coming to you from Austin, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I'm excited today because I had an opportunity to listen to one of many mentors or voices that I allow into my life to help me reach the goals that I have set for myself. And that is to become all I was created to be, so I can help millions of others become all they were created to be. Puts the onus on me to perform and to become before I put that on someone else. It's just part of the conversation when you accept complete responsibility for becoming who you need to become before putting that on somebody else. So in this personal growth and development journey, one of the things that you discover very quickly is accepting 100% complete and total responsibility for yourself is what opens the door to you being able to really make a difference and give back in someone else's life. So John Maxwell today was talking about those of us who have uphill hopes. He said, he used this visual where he had his arm sticking out. He had everybody stick their arm up like that. And he said very clearly, he said, anything in your life that is worthwhile will be uphill. Anything in your life that is worthwhile will be uphill. He said, you know, nobody's ever been interviewed that has reached the top of a mountain peak, and when reporters get there and they surround them, they say, so tell us what you did to make it. Tell us what you did to arrive at the top, to get to the top. Tell us what it took to happen. No one in the history of mankind has ever said, whoa, I have no idea how I got here. This was incredible. Whoa, you know, I just woke up and it happened. Nobody who's ever reached a mountaintop got there accidentally. There was a lot that went into that preparation and the exercise and the daily work and activity to get to the mountain. Nobody ever fell to the top of a mountain. So what Maxwell was simply saying, and he made it very plain, was you cannot have uphill hopes. Do you see better for yourself in your marriage? Do you see better for yourself in your physical health and well-being? Do you see better for yourself growing spiritually? Do you see better for yourself growing financially or having the opportunity to increase wealth and maybe leave a financial legacy along with the legacy of your habits and thinking and attitudes to your children and grandchildren? Do you see bigger and better for yourself? Well, all of those things are uphill, meaning that they require effort. They require focus. They require a plan. They're all uphill. Zig Ziglar used to say it this way: there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. When you look at this, John Maxwell concluded today by saying you cannot have this uphill hope with downhill habits. What are downhill habits? Well, some downhill habits financially may mean that you're living beyond your means, or you're putting things on credit that you don't need to, or you're just not looking at where that money is going or creating opportunities for additional income. It may mean that a downhill habit can be a constant bickering and nagging and fighting in a marriage relationship where you put a condition on the other party before you behave. Well, if he would just do this and that, then I would treat him better. Well, if she would just stop being so damn nagging and nitpicking, maybe I'd be nice to her. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Putting the condition that until they do this, then I'm not going to do that. So when we put a condition on someone outside of ourselves, we become a victim. It's a victim because we are at effect and we are not at cause. We are stuck in a gear, if you will, that cannot move forward unless somebody does something outside of ourselves. So we can't have these uphill dreams with downhill habits. Another downhill habit may be not sleeping enough, not exercising, and eating whatever the heck you want and drinking whatever the heck you want. This could be a downhill habit. Anything worthwhile, again, John Maxwell said, is uphill. It's going to require work. It's going to require effort. It's going to require energy. It's going to require a plan. You cannot have uphill hopes and hope to arrive there with downhill habits. Creating the habits and the mindset and the thinking in order to achieve the things that are most important to you, well, the conclusion is very simple. It's all uphill. Anything worthwhile is uphill. And it's going to be a challenge. And you're going to scrape your knees. And you might get hurt. And you might roll down the hill. This is an okay deal. One of John's books says, sometimes you win and sometimes you'll learn. We've heard sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Not if you learn. Do you have something in your life that's not quite where you want it to be? Where you're hoping to achieve more or become more or do more or have more? Well, ladies and gentlemen, good and the bad news for you is it's going to be uphill. If you've got uphill hopes, we can't have downhill habits. We've got to align those habits to help us to achieve and accomplish what it is that we're looking for. Anything worthwhile is going to be uphill. Have a great evening, guys.